What is up, y'all? It's King Getting Snipes and the King Getting Carried. Today we got the new Finder Shine packs. We're gonna show you some updated snipe filters and the best tips and tricks how to play the market. Make sure you click on the link in the description for my new song, and I'm gonna be live right now as the video is going up. We're gonna skip the gold filter and go into the Invincible filter. Now for this one, if you have a lot of MT, if you have a lot of time, this is a good filter to do if you just don't want to get anything else besides an Invincible. This on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 to 20 hours, no exaggeration. This is gonna take a long time, which is why I don't recommend doing it, but I do recommend doing 100 overall filter, which is last week has heated up. This is the best week it's ever been in 2K26. I really recommend doing this if you have a lot of patience. Now, last video I said this will take about 3 to 5 hours. I was wrong because I've been on this. Depending on the day, it'll take you about 8 hours to see something on a good day, but obviously on a Sunday or Monday, obviously nothing's guaranteed, and even on a good day, Fridays or Saturdays, it's supposed to be taking just a few hours to see something, but it could take like up to 6-8 hours, as I said earlier. For me, I do see a snipe every other day, but obviously I'm not on here for like 8 hours straight. If you are going to be on a 100 overall filter, I would put in at least 3 hours, and that's on a good day, on a Friday or a Saturday, right? On Tuesdays and Wednesdays though, it is still nice. Things do pop up on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but Mondays I don't recommend. Sundays and Thursdays wouldn't really even be on here. You should go on the dark matter lowest filter. Now on the last filter video I said dark matters are gonna go up, and they did, but it didn't go up to what I said. I said they're gonna go up to like 18k, and as you can see, the 14k. So yeah, I've never been wrong before, but this is the biggest market crash that we've had, but this is still a good filter. Reason being, as you can see here, I'm still selling cards for like 15, 17, 16k, even though they go for the low, right? And so what I recommend doing is, obviously, like I said in my last filter video, save enough for this dark matter filter. If you don't have enough, just save up for it, and just go on here and you can score one card or you can score many. In last week's video, I showed you guys how I got Giannis Antetokounmpo and Tim Thomas, who were very expensive at the time. Now I'm not sure how much the prices is. 600k I made just from those two cards, which is why I recommend going on here to not just see these low snipes like Fred VanVleet or Reed Shepard or Sasha, but you can see way bigger snipes on here. Now, how you know something is a snipe? If it's not one of the 6 or 7 cards that are cheaper, then you don't get those. So you got Fred VanVleet, Thaddeus Young, Jordan Crawford, Shannon Brown, even Sasha, Jamario Moon as well. If it's not one of those cards, it is a snipe. It is going to be a snipe. The lowest dark matters are like 22k, 21k. So it's just this new set that broke it. That's why I was saying it's going to go back up, because every set has gone back up in the past 5 months. Galaxy Opals, Dark Matters, Pink Diamonds, whatever it was. Every set has gone back up. It's just this set that broke it, because it was a huge market crash along with everything else that came out. And so yeah, right now it's looking like 13k, but obviously if the lowest card's 11k, you put it at 11,500, or if the lowest card's like 15k, you put it like 15k or 14,900. It's up to you if you want to scroll or not. I've gotten some huge snipes off of the scrolling, but I do recommend that if you're not much of a scroller, you don't really know how to scroll, you could just put it under that price of, like, if it's 13k, you put it at 12,950 or 12,850 or something like that. For dark matter, just because they're low doesn't mean you're gonna be seeing snipes every two minutes. I would give this like 10 to 20 minutes. If you're not seeing something within 20 minutes on a good day, like Friday or Saturday, or even like Tuesday and Wednesday, I would probably just hop off the filter and go on to the Galaxy Opal filter, which is crashed. Last week, Galaxy Opals were actually higher than Dark Matters, but I mean, obviously, Dark Matters that are low are the ones that broke the filter. But as you can see now, Galaxy Opals are like 9k, which is last week. I was selling Galaxy Opals for 19k, 18k. And to be fair, those are the older ones, but this power set really just dropped everything. I think Galaxy Opal is going to be the next filter to go to. This is great because it's so low. If you have like 10k, 11k, 12k, if dark matter is dry for like 30 minutes, you hop on here, see what you can get. Obviously, I give it around the same time that dark matter, but on good days, this should be nice. Obviously, I'll hop on dark matter more than Galaxy Opal. This is just if dark matter is dry, and this is the second option. And keep in mind, Galaxy Opals are not dropping anymore. Only dark matters are dropping. So Galaxy Opal is not going to be as consistent as dark matter. The reason why I'm recommending Galaxy Opal is if dark matter is dry and you don't have like 100k to hop on 100 overall filter, because if you do, then if dark matter is dry, you can hop on 100 overall. If you don't have patience, then yeah, Galaxy Opal is definitely going to be the move. Galaxy Opals are not coming out no more, so making this your main filter, I really wouldn't do that. I really don't recommend that, but you could see a lot of great cards for the low. And competition isn't going to be too crazy on here, so you could really just scroll and see what you can get. But yeah, since cards aren't coming out no more, Galaxy Opals aren't coming out no more in packs, I'll give this one a little bit more time than Dark Matter. But if Dark Matter dry, you can hop on here for sure. And so yeah, as you can see here, we got Isaiah Stewart, for 6'2 and 5'3", and he goes for 8K, I believe. He goes for about 8.4K. I could probably move it to 8.9, so it's about 5K profit I just made right there in about 5 minutes, which is decent. Yeah, but you know, the goal is really to, if you're getting a snipe here, just really try to go to dark matter. Dark matter is going to be the best filter in the game for sure. Galaxy opal and dark matter is only like a 6K difference, so you know, just really try to go to dark matter because you could see a lot of great snipes on here for the low. And as I've told you, I've made the most MT I ever made off dark matter. I mean, I've made the video. If you guys haven't seen the video, I made like 1.5 million MT only off dark matter filter in just 10 days. So still a pretty good filter. And as I told you earlier, you could finesse and sell your cards for 16, 17, 18K, which is what I've been doing. I sold dozens of cards for that month. Doesn't mean you just gotta sell them for the low, right? Maximum buyout 500 filter. This one, as I told y'all, is one I would recommend doing if you have a lot of cards in your collection, because you could just enable. But if you guys saw my video the other day, I've gotten some pretty good cards for 500 MT that sold for way more than 500 MT, right? Be a good recommendation if you have no MT at all. If you're new to sniping, you don't really know how to, you know, save up your MT. If you spend all your MT on packs, if you have below 5K MT, you know, you could try ping down my lowest filter. But this filter is probably even better than ping down my lowest filter because you can see any card. All these snipe filters I've been showing y'all, the color, you know, Galaxy opal, dark matter, 100 overall. But this one, you can get any of those for 500 MT. And I have gotten a lot of Galaxy opals and dark matters 500 MT.